All right, so here's the question. Have you turned on your heat yet? If you live in Cincinnati, it's gotten cold. It's gotten pretty chilly in the evenings, and I'm a bit of a frugal tightwad, as it were, and I'm like, don't turn the heat on yet. Just add an extra sweater, put an extra blanket on the bed. You'll survive, because we know in Cincinnati the weather's going to turn again, and it's going to get warm out, and it will. We'll be back in the 70s very soon. Have you turned your heat on? There's a battle within my house, and Scott's like, just turn the heat on. Why do we have to suffer? And I'm like, because it's going to save us a little bit of money. You know, it's very interesting because we have a little budgie bird, and he has his own room in the house. He's in the sunroom. And I went into the sunroom the other morning, and it was a little chilly in there, and I don't want Budgie to die. So I got a space heater for the bird, but Scott doesn't get any heat, not yet. Maybe by the end of October, but we'll see how long it lasts. Anyway, so the topic today is, what are must-haves in your home? Of course, heat is a must-have. Air conditioning for most of us is a must-have. What do buyers really want? According to the National Association of Home Builders, they did a recent survey, and when it comes to technology, smart technology, programmable thermostats came in first place. Programmable thermostats, like a Nest or something where you can program the heat to turn on at a certain time of day to a certain temperature, maybe the AC, same thing. The respondents in this survey said 29% said absolutely must have a programmable thermostat in the home. 49% said, yeah, it may not be a must have, but it's a really strong, desirable feature to have inside the home. So programmable thermostats. Do you have one inside your home? If you don't, it can help with energy efficiency as well. So that's pretty cool. Other items that came up on the list that I found pretty interesting, but not really surprising, because I go into a lot of homes every single week. Security cameras, doorbell cameras, alarm systems, anything that you can monitor with your mobile phone to give you peace of mind is a feature that a lot of buyers and homeowners now have in their homes and want in their homes. Now, the biggest concern is when you're wiring, let's say you have to wire your security system or you're wiring a Ring doorbell. Those items are considered to be attached. They're attached to your home because you're hardwiring them into your home. And so on the Ring doorbell, you actually wire it into the old style ding dong Ring doorbell. And so you don't have the old style doorbell anymore. If you're planning to sell your house, you have one of two choices. You can go ahead and leave that Ring doorbell for the next buyer or the next owner of the home. Or if you want to take that with you, you have to disclose it, and then you have to replace the Ring doorbell with the old style doorbell. So you have to have a doorbell on the front of your house. And you may say, well, they can just knock. That's not going to work. That's not going to work because most likely you're going to have the little wires sticking out. So you have to decide. These are some things that you don't really think about when you're selling your home. Is the Ring doorbell going to stay, or is it going to go? And if you want it to go with you, think about replacing it before you put your home on the market. Honestly, they're so inexpensive these days. I would say just go ahead and leave it. Tell the new buyer your code. They have to get their own Wi-Fi. You can, basically you can wipe it out, go to the factory reset, and they can start over. They're not going to have any of your information. Life is good. So security cameras, Ring doorbells, alarm systems, all those kinds of things that are from your mobile device. It really does make life a little bit easier. And so it is one of the features of the home. If you have it, it's a selling feature as well, and we can use it as your real estate agent. So if you're just tuning in, hi, I'm Michelle Sloan. I'm your local residential realtor and broker at Remax Time, and you're listening to the Sloan Sells Homes Open House. All right, we're talking about a new survey that came out from the National Association of Home Builders. What are the smart home technology features that most people want in a home? So when you're building a home, you can add, a lot of times in the past, you would add hard wires to your home to put a security system in. Now, security systems don't need those hard wires. So think about that. If you're just going to go wireless, you probably don't need to spend the money on wiring the house. It's still an option if you want to hardwire the house, but is that the best return on your investment? And that's what you have to think about. Of course, there are going to be companies out there that say that hardwiring the system is maybe safer. You can't have people break into it and watch you as you are doing and going about your business. So that's something to think about as well. So security cameras, video doorbell, what else we got? Oh, the multi-zone HVAC system, that kind of goes along with the programmable thermostat. If you have more than one HVAC system in your home, you probably have a much larger home, and usually it's on different zones. So maybe the lower level has its own system, and you zone that out, and you're not in that lower level as often, so you can keep that at a moderate temperature all year round and save some money. So the different kinds of multi-zone HVAC systems definitely are a way to kind of kick it up. And again, if you only have one HVAC system, get the programmable thermostat. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you energy. It's going to save you time. And it's going to be a selling feature when it comes time to sell your home. We're talking about technology in the home. And technology in the home, one thing that I cannot live without at this point are smart locks. Smart locks in your home to me, it's a little bit of a godsend, because whenever I need to look for a key, I can't find one. Most people don't go in and out of their front door. So after a while, you lose the key to that front door. When I'm helping you sell your home, guess what? The first thing I'm going to ask for is, do you have a key for the front door? And then everybody seems to scramble around and say, oh, I don't know. When was the last time somebody used it? I think I gave it to the neighbor when we were going on vacation. I probably need to get that back. More often than not, we end up replacing the front door handle so that we have a new key that goes with it. It's not a bad idea because, for one, most likely if you have an old style key lock, depends on the age of your home, but if you have one that was built in the last 20 years and maybe it was brass, it's probably doesn't look that great anymore. It's probably a bit destroyed and from the weather and stuff. So definitely go ahead and make sure when it's time to sell, you have a key for the front door. And that is, if you don't have a key and you want to put on one of these smart locks, keyless entry systems are also another feature of your home that if you decide to sell, but you want to take your keyless lock, just leave it. just leave it, because the smart locks you can reprogram with different codes and different numbers. You'll have to hand that information off to your new buyer. And that way it enhances security and it's very convenient. So if you have kids who are of an age that come home on the bus or whatever, and you're not home yet and they have a little bit of time, it's a heck of a lot easier for them to know their code than it is for them to carry around a key that they're likely to lose. All right, talking about technology and your home today on the Sloan Sells Homes Open House. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about, let's see what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some more things that are must-haves in the home. Stay with me. My name is Michelle Sloan, and you're listening to the Sloan Sells Homes Open House right here on 55 KRC, the talk station.